You see the list of the most hated TV characters. Yeah, we can go over it. I did see that. I saw a lot of debate on that. Where did they get the data from, though? I didn't see where it all came from. I think it's a resub ghost. It was just based on votes. Let me see, maybe it says in here. Viewers rank their most hated TV characters of all time. Well, everyone has fan favorite character. What word? Who polled it? Okay, well anyway. Unsurprisingly, Joffrey was number 1. I think everyone knew this was going to happen. Joffrey's just legitimately the most despised character probably in television history, so that's not surprising in even the slightest. And it makes sense. He was a really well-designed, hateable villain. Same with Ramsay. So these two make sense. It's number 3 that everyone got a little head scratcher from, because number 3 is Skylar. And I saw so much debate on this. I'll tell you, I don't think Skylar should be here at all. It's fucking murderers, psychopaths, all kinds of fucking degenerate, awful shit, fucking terrible, terrible things. And then Skylar is somehow number 3. Thanks to the membership plant. Well, she did kind of suck. I mean, I guess. Like, yeah, she cheated on Walt. Cheating's bad. And she did, like, always openly despise Walt for what he was doing. But it makes sense why she would. Her husband has been lying to her for so long, doing some really dangerous shit that endangers her and the whole family and everyone around. And, spoiler alert, ultimately she was correct with the danger and what happens. Like, it totally makes sense why she would be that way. Like, it totally does. But yeah, she definitely was a character that is, like, is a villain in a way, but I don't think should even be close to number 3. Thanks to the membership puppet. Oh my god, and the fucking Fat 50 gifted members puppet. Jesus, man. She disrespected the grind. Yeah, she should be number 1 because of cringe. Like, if we're getting memey, like, I get it, yeah. It's easy to root for Walt. It is his show, but when you really take a step back, he is the villain of the show. Well, one of the big villains of the show. Skylar also helped Walt launder money. Yeah, she did. She tried to be a little team player for a bit. No, is that today or something, Nick? Because I haven't seen that. This one I think also does make sense. If you've seen Full Metal Alchemist. This is the guy who did the... He was responsible for probably what you've seen a lot of. It's a very iconic scene where it's like that dog person saying... what is it? Something Edward. What did she say? Help me, Edward? No, what the fuck did she... God, it's been so long since I've seen it now. She says something plus Edward. Is it Let's Play? What was it? What did she say? What did she fucking say? Did she just say Edward? I thought she said something Edward. She does. She says Let's Play, right? Either way, in the show, he creates a chimera, and he uses a character that is a little girl, combines it with with an animal, and it creates a fucking abomination. It's a horrifying, sad thing. So him being here also makes sense. I don't want to get too deep into it because I do recommend watching the show. I don't want to get into spoilers, but it is a fitting one here. So, yes, it's his own daughter, but please stop spoiling it for people who haven't seen it. Well, I guess now that I've said it out loud, it doesn't matter. But yes, it is a very... It's an important scene. He's not a huge character in the show by any means, but it really does set the tone. Cersei makes sense. Haven't seen The Sopranos. Todd also makes sense. This was another one where just a wacky meme thing. It's Big Brother Edward. Is it? I thought Let's Play sounded more accurate to what I remember, but it's been many years now. And no, I haven't seen the recent highlights, Aaron. My theory with Caillou is that he... What? Well, no, this is for the villains thing. It's just a meme. Also, I don't even know why the governor would be here. I feel like everyone fucking forgot The Walking Dead. There must have been like some kind of push on like the Walking Dead Discord. Please, fucking remind them one time we had like an almost interesting villain. Please. Get him in there. God, just talk about Walking Dead for a second, please. Who's the governor again? He was during the prison arc. He was pretty cool, actually. The actor did a really good job. Walking Dead die. For me, it was the season after prison. I watched the next season after prison and then dropped it. Which would have been season 5 going into 6. Thanks to the Prime look. And then number 10, I haven't seen Glee, so I don't know that. But I do think this list serves as a great reminder of how good Game of Thrones used to be. They made some really good villains. And then it just sucked so much ass for season 7 and 8. Damn shame. Thanks for the membership, Sean. Have you seen Daybreak? I've heard of it. I haven't watched it. What do you think is the best streaming service to start out on? And what streaming service is the best? I mainly watch Hulu, actually. I will say, though, Netflix is starting to get it together a little bit. Mainly because of Blue Eye Samurai and Pluto. So they're doing really well in the anime department. Thanks, the resub comical. House of Dragon was good. Thanks, resub Snow. And Cutie. Have you seen... Yeah, we're gonna play the new Walking Dead, or the new Walking Dead game on December 1st. It says House of Dragon was good, but Season 8 wasn't. L? Huh? What does House of the Dragon and Season 8 have in common? The big problem with Season 8 is that it rushed every single storyline to, like, get it over with instantly. House of the Dragon legitimately couldn't have that problem. It's one season setting the stage. Like, they can't even be compared. Thanks for the membership, says Nick. What was wrong with Season 7, though? Same thing that was wrong with Season 8. They rushed everything. For example, you remember when they had the big problem, hey, we're gonna need you to go back past the wall to let Daenerys know things are going wrong, in like one episode, and then the next episode, Daenerys shows up on the dragon. She traveled across like the entire fucking world instantly, like instant transmission. They just introduced teleportation. Whereas like in Season 5, they spent like half the season, well, pretty much the whole season, marching to get from place to place. There was travel time. There was actual building of characters, stakes, and tension. And Season 8, and Season 7 too, was just speedrunning plot points. Have you seen the new Devil May Cry show teaser? Yes, I am excited for that. Not sure, Brayton. Thanks for Prime Yappy and Resub Gaming. Oh, the big 100 again, Scooby. Oh my god. Thank you for that. Thanks to Resub Kindred. Need to hold those writers accountable for making a show loved by millions trash. Well, it wasn't the writers, it was the showrunners, D&D. And they, oh, trust me, I think they go to bed every night regretting how they handled Game of Thrones Season 7 and 8. Because HBO offered them more seasons, they turned it down so they could pick up Star Wars, which they got a deal for. And then after the failure of Season 8, they lost the, Jesus. They lost that deal. Star Wars dropped them. I haven't checked in on them in like a year, though. Let me see what they're doing. So let's see what DB's up to here. Executive producer of The Chair. Never heard of it. And then 3 Body Problem. Also never heard of it. Interesting how there's no Star Wars here. It's almost like ruining Game of Thrones wasn't the optimal solution. How about the other guy? Why does it keep doing this? It keeps instantly defaulting to something else. Three Body Problem in The Chair. I didn't realize they did everything together. I thought they'd branch out a little bit. Cool. So they did nothing then. Nope. They've ruined their careers with how they handled that. Yep, we just talked about Gail Lewis a little bit ago. To D&D's credit, they were promised that the books were going to be finished by the time they got to that point. They never agreed to finish writing the books. I get that, but again, they could have just put the show on hiatus. Like, they really could have. Or, since George R.R. Martin gave them, like, the notes, they could have just taken HBO up on the offer to take the extra seasons to develop it slowly. They had plenty of options instead of just rushing it. The Body Problem is a really popular sci-fi book. I think it's wildly liked. The 3 Body Problem? I've never heard of it. Maybe it is. Oh, just give me 2 seconds, though. I'll be right back.